Hi students, this is your science teacher Pratap Kumar. How are you all? Okay, fine. I'm also fine. Very long days we met again. Once again, how are you all? Fine. Okay, thank you. Yes, in previous classes by the PPT PowerPoint presentation, we learned the first lesson and second lesson. Right now, we are going to learn the third lesson, that is animal animal fibers, animal fiber, animal fiber, third chapter. It is the third chapter from the 7th class, animal fiber. See, generally in previous classes and 6th classes we learned that cotton and jute, these are the fibers we are getting from the mainly plants, cotton plant and jute plant. Those are the plants which can give the fibers, threads, nothing but. So by using that, we are netting the, we are making the fabric, nothing but cloths. Yes or no? According to our knowledge, we know that from the plants we are taking fibers to make the fabric. Yes or no? In generally previous classes regarding 6th class. Yes or no? Cotton plant and jute plant and aloe vera and coconut plant and gongora plant. It gives the fibers. Yes or no? But today itself we are going to learn, that is animal fibers. Animal fibers. See, generally different seasons are there and we are wearing the different dress materials are there. Yes, some of dresses we are fab, we are made the from the plants. Yes or no? Plants gives us fibers. By using that fibers we made the cloths. And in this season, winter season, wool cloths are there. Wool. Yes or no? Jerkins and sweaters and monkey caps and different wool materials are there to protect the winterness, cold. Yes or no? So is this also made by the threads which are given by the plants? No. So the wool which is from taken animals, which are taken from the animals. Today, so what is the process and how we will cut the wools and how we can segregate and how we can make the sweaters and monkey caps and wool cloths, like that we are learning today itself. Okay na? See, see, third lesson, animals fiber. See, first page number 19th page, where I am reading one by one and you have to know that reading skills. One day Nilima went to flower garden to pick a flower with her friend Rashma, and suddenly while plucking flowers Nilima shouted and started to cry by seeing a caterpillar had crawling on her dress. Rashma quickly threw it away. Are caterpillars are dangerous? Nilima did ask. Rashma said, all caterpillars are not dangerous. Some are useful too. Do you know your dress made by of something we get from caterpillars? Nilima was surprised and started thinking about how dress are made up of material obtained from the caterpillar. She remembered studying about that in 6th class. The fiber derived from the plants like cotton, jute are the made into the fabric. So the animals also give us fibers. See, in this concept, we know that Neelima and another Rashma. Neelima and Rashma went to one flower garden, and Neelma plucked a flower. She wants to pluck a one flower. At that time, one caterpillar fall down on her shirt and dress, and she was very shocked and getting crying. What happened? It is crawling on her shirt. So she get fear about that. So Rashma threw out it, pick it out. Yes or no? So Neelima asked her friend Rashma, all caterpillars are very dangerous. Did he ask? She did ask Rashma. And Rashma said, no, some caterpillars are useful and some caterpillars are maybe dangerous. But not all caterpillars are dangerous, he said. And she was shocked by the answer of the Rashma. Why? Because she doesn't know what is the use of the caterpillars. And she wants to, and she remember the 6th class lesson. Neelima remember herself. In 6th class, we learned that from the plants we are getting the fibers. She thought that. Yes or no? So she want to know the about fibers which is from the animals, which is from the animals. Yes or no? So here in the concept, Neelima wants to know that how to make the class, the fabric from the animals, and we have to know that also. What fibers do animals give us? Is the way of obtaining them similar to plants? Maybe. Yes. Which part of the animals is used to make fabrics? Neelima asked questions after questions. She wanted to get answer to all her questions. Yes, one by one we are clarifying the questions what had the Neelima. Okay, na? Fine. We get fibers from the plants and animals, cotton and jute and gongora and aloe vera and coconut plant fibers are useful to make different kinds of fabric. In the same way, we get fibers of silk and wool from animals like silkworms and sheep, goat, camel, yak, etc. Let us find out about these animals fiber. Yes, already we know that from the plants we are getting the fabric, whereas cotton plants and jute plants and gongora plants and aloe vera and coconut plants also gives us a fibers. Yes or no? Fibers. By using that fibers, we are made that fabric to make the dresses by using that, or materials of the fabric, or the materials of the fabric. See here in the same way, silk, wool, silk class are there and wool class are there. So where we are getting from these dresses? We are getting from where? So from the animals. From the animals we are getting silk and wool fabrics. Yes or no? What are those animals names? Silkworm, like butterfly or caterpillar, and sheep and goat and camel. Those are the those are the animals which give us fabric. Yes, and wool and silk. Generally, in this winter season, we are wearing the dresses of wool. Yes or no? Wool dress, mufflers and monkey caps, sweaters, and which is protect from the winter. Yes or no? So these are dresses. We are made the dresses by using the fabric of animals. Yes or no? What are those animals? Sheep, goat, camel, yak, and silkworm. Yes or no? Two materials, silk and wool. Silk and wool. These are the material which we are taking from the animals. Next, story of silk. Story of silk. Making of all silk and silk fabrics is very interesting story. This involves various persons and efforts to make to know that about silk, and Nilma visited a sericulture exhibition. People there share of the following experience with Nilma. Yes, she visited to some places where the cotton fibers, or where the place to made the dresses and sericultures she visited. So one by one, the process beyond that, one by one we will learn that. Yes or no? Next, stall one, first stall. She went to exhibition to know the information of fabric. moth moth to egg. Moth to egg. See, this was the stall where eggs and different moths were displayed. Here in this stall, there is a eggs are there, and there is a different moths are there. Yes or no? See here, in this figure, this is a moth, chilukalu, chilukalu, or moths, or this name is Bombyx mori, Bombyx mori, Bombyx mori, chilukalu, or silkworm, or moth. These are the names for this one. Coming to this one, seeds, seeds. Okay, now fabric seeds, nothing but. Hello, I am Pratima, living in a Dharmavaram of Anantapur district. My father works in a seed growing center. Yes, she is a uh, Pratima. She is a Pratima, and her father doing in a center of seed growing. Seed growing. Yes or no? See, do you know we call the eggs of silk moth as seed? Already we discussed. Yes or no? This is the eggs of the silkworm, but we can call as a moth. Sorry, eggs or seeds. Eggs or seeds. Coming to second page. Silk moth like butterfly. Already we discussed silk as a like it show as a butterfly. We keep those moths in a grill mesh boxes in a separate room. My father takes care of those silk moths. We call them as a chilukalu. My father said another name of this moths is Bombyx, Bombyx mori, Bombyx mori. Yes, and already we know that we discussed. This is the name chilukalu or moths or silkworm or Bombyx mori. So these are the names for the silkworm, nothing but moms, nothing but Bombyx mori. Yes or no? And these are the eggs of the silkworm. These are the eggs of the silkworms. Yes or no? And seeds. And seeds. Another name is as a seeds. Fine. So here the silkworms, they kept it in a some certain boxes with covered by the mess, with covered by the mess. So here we called as a Chilukalu and Bombyx mori. Next, at the time of the laying eggs, we arrange white cloth of piece or paper. Moths lay hundreds of the eggs on them, and a female moth lays around 500 eggs in one go and dies. Those eggs are very small size. Yes, one silkworm nearly 500 eggs it was laying. It was the laying the nearly 500 eggs it was laying. Yes, and after that the female silk moth, the female silk moth, the female silk moth laying the 500 eggs. After that what happened? It will be die. It will be die. Okay na? It will be